Hello students, today we proceed to the last exercise of this linear equations in one variable where we have questions of the type of rational numbers. Now how do we solve this type of questions? This is what given in this exercise. So actually what is a rational number? Rational number having a numerator and a denominator, right? So here I have taken three questions, question number 3, 6 and 7, and I'll try to show how actually this is done, right? First question that I have taken is number 3. So how to do number 3? Solution of 3 I'll discuss here today. The question is 3y plus 4 divided by 2 minus 6y equals to minus 2 by 5. Now, when you have questions of this type where you have both numerators and denominators, then how do we do? First of all, we just cross multiply. This is how we cross multiply. So, 5 comes with multiplied in 3y plus 4, and since these are two numbers, I will have to put them in bracket. And here there is minus 2 already. This 2 minus 6y is going to shift out there towards the right hand side. So, the moment we do this, we are back to the first stage of whatever we have done so far. So, how do we do it? We multiply this 15y, then again with this plus 20 equals to, this is minus 4, and then minus into minus becomes plus, and then 2 into 6 is 12y. So, now we bring the y's here, 15y, this is plus 12y, the moment I bring it here it becomes minus 12y, and then this is minus 4, and let me bring this is minus 20, and now what do we have here? 3y equals to minus 24. So, what do we get? Y equals to minus 24 by 3, and that is nothing but y equals to minus 8, because when we cancel 3 8s are 24, right? So, this is how we solve and we get the values of the unknown, be it x, y, whatever. Now, what is a simple step? When we have to solve the equations that is in rational number form, all we need to just cross multiply. We need to just cross multiply to get the exact steps for the solution. So, this was number 3. Now, let us proceed to the next. Next question is a statement based question where first we will have to form the equation based on the given statement. So, let us see what the statement says. Now, this is number 6. The statement says the ages of Hari and Harry are in the ratio 5:7. Now, 4 years from now, the ratio of their ages will be 3:4. Find their present ages. So, what is the first step? The ages of Hari and Harry are in the ratio 5:7. So, all we can do is that let the ages of Hari and Hari, one is Hari, other is Harry, be, since it is given 5:7, I write 5x and 7x respectively. I need to write respectively here, where it means that the first tallies with the first, the second tallies with the second, and we are not changing them. This is what the word respectively means. Now, 4 years from now. So, according to the question, 4 years from now, what will be the age of Hari? 5x plus 4. And what will be the age of Harry? 7x plus 4. Is it not? So, after 4 years, this is Hari's age, right? And this one is Harry's age. After 4 years, your age will increase by 4, my age also increase by 4. So, after 4 years, both the ages increase by 4. If this is the present age, both the ages increase by 4. Now, after 4 years from now, the ratio of the ages will be 3:4. So, what will the ratio? Now, when they are talking about ratio, again the numerator and denominator comes here, is equals to 3/4. Now, this is what the equation is. After 4 years, the ratio of the ages will be 3:4. Find their present ages. Now, you will have to find their present ages. How to do that? The one that I have showed just now, just cross multiply and then you solve, and that is how you get the ages. You will get the value of x, put the value of x with 5 to get Hari's present age and with 7 to get Harry's present age, and that is how you can get both the, find their present ages. You will have to find both the present ages. So, this part is to be done by you. You will have to solve it and then you will have to find out their present age. Okay. Next, let me proceed to number 7. Solution 7. Now, here let us see what the question is. This exercise is entirely based on rational number form, where you have both the numerator and denominator included. Okay. Now, number 7, the denominator of a rational number is greater than the numerator by 8. We know the rational number has a numerator and a denominator. Now, the denominator is greater than the numerator by 8. So, let the numerator be x. Okay. Therefore, the denominator will be, the denominator is greater than the numerator by 8, is it not? So, by 8 means plus 8, x plus 8. If the numerator is x, then the denominator is x plus 8. Understood? The denominator of a rational number is greater than the numerator by 8, means if the numerator is x, then the denominator will be x plus 8. That means it is greater than 8. So, what is the form of the rational number? Therefore, the rational number is, now what, how does the rational number look like? The rational number is x by x plus 8. So, this is the form because the rational number has both numerator and denominator. Now, if we see the question out here, if the numerator is increased by 17 and the denominator is decreased by 1. So, according to the question, the numerator is increased by 17. So, I am adding one 17 here, and the denominator is decreased by 1. This is the denominator and I decrease the denominator by 1. Then the number obtained is 3/2. Right. This is what the question says. Now, find the rational number. Okay. So, you will have to find the rational number. So, what is the rational number? The rational number is actually this and not x. Right. So, how to solve this? You will have to cross multiply again this way. Now, after cross multiplying, you will solve it, solve for x. When you get the value of x, you will have to put that here to get the rational number. They are not asking for x, they are asking the rational number, and that you will have to find out in this way. So, this is for you to be done. Okay. The solution part I am not doing. Find the rational number and you can tally the answer from the book. Now, students, if you have anything more to ask, or if you have not understood anything, you want me to show more, you can just text me in the comment box, or you can mail me in the given mail ID in the description box. Okay. So, that is all for today's class.